Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling. I really appreciate you guys taking a little bit of time to watch the video, and got another good one for you guys today. I've been doing some videos here the last few days on different type of hooks to use in your whether Texas rigging a worm, Texas rigging a creature bait. Today I'm going to do the same thing with the lizard, because the lizard is a different profile, requires a different hook. I'm going to show you guys the hook that you probably should be using on it if you haven't tried it. I've experimented with all of them, and this is the best one that I've ever found. I'm going to share it with you guys and show you all how to rig it, and I think it'll definitely add up to boating some more fish for you guys. But just real quick, I just want to remind everybody before we get started, you guys are interested in ordering any of these Zoom lizards I'm talking about, any products, you can just I'll include the Baitworks link in the description. It's a great way to support the channel if you want to use that link, and got a wide selection of Zoom products over there at Baitworks. Okay, let's get into this lizard deal here, guys. Lizard, it's one of those baits that it was the original creature bait, and it's once the creature baits came out, like the brush hog and beavers and that type of stuff, it sort of fell by the wayside for a big part of the population, but it still remained a staple for the hardcore anglers that knew how effective it was. The lizard is an awesome bait. It's not just for the spring. Everybody's got this myth in their mind that thinks, oh, you need to use a lizard in the spring because lizard eat bass eggs. That's just one of the old wives' tale. Lizard will catch bass all year long. Catches them Texas rigging, catches them Carolina rigging, you know, just a killer bait all year long. And I've never stopped using it. And the thing about a lizard is the lizard profile is different than any other model out there as far as soft plastic lure. When you're talking about, you know, different type of plastic worms, different type of creature baits, tubes, whatever, lizard is completely unique in the fact of its construction, and I want to go over it with you. This is the 8-inch Zoom lizard. This is my favorite model, guys. I like the 8-inch over the 6-inch. I get bigger bites on it, and I get just as many bites as I do the 6-inch. But you can see the lizard configuration. It's a little bit different. You got like this right here. I don't know if you can see it from the video. You got a little bit of like a V back on it a little bit, and you got a flat belly, and the sides sort of taper down on the sides. It's the meat of the lizard right here is not round uniform, like on, you know, any type of a plastic worm or anything like that. And obviously it's not the same type of profile as any type of a creature bait. It's unique to itself. So I've experimented with about every hook that you can possibly use on a lizard. I've used straight shank hooks. I've used offset shank hooks of different varieties. Tried them all. And the one that I found, actually, I just started using this last year. It's this Gamakatsu hybrid offset worm hook. This, guys, if a bass bites your lizard, it's coming in the boat with this hook right here. And one of the reasons I like it is it's got this sort of O'Shaughnessy bend. It's an offset, but it's got the O'Shaughnessy bend on it, on the round part of it here. Nano coated hook, needle sharp, super light, super slick. But the thing that I like about it more than anything is how the bait lays with it. In addition to it just sticks the bass really good. Now, I've always, let me rig this up here for you guys real quick here. Coming the flat side, and with the, come straight out the back with it. And I like to fish it like this if I can get away with it, with actually the hook actually exposed. If I'm pitching around some stuff that's not real thick cover, I always use it exposed, but most of the time I'll just tuck it back in a little bit like that. So it's just buried back in the tip. And you can see how neat it lays with the profile on there. This is a 4/0. I use 3 and 4/0 depending upon, you know, the size of lizard that I'm using, but that's the setup. But I experimented a lot with the Texas rig, pitching and flipping it. And I had decent success on it, but I was still missing some. And when I used a traditional, they can find one here, just a traditional offset hook, like the EWG model pulling out here, just like the traditional EWG, I still lost quite a few fish on it. But there's something about, you can see the difference on the bend here. There's something about that O'Shaughnessy bend on the G-Finesse versus just the EWG that makes all the difference in the world as far as sticking fish on it. So pretty much I've went to this, and this is a wire hook. This isn't like it's fairly stiff, but you can still bend it a little bit. But I still use this thing, even if I'm pitching and flipping it with like 25-pound test line, like in laydowns or something like that. This is my go-to hook with the Lizard. And if you guys saw the videos I did on the Texas rigs, you know that I was talking about that I only use a EWG style about 20% of the time. I use straight shank hooks most all the time on everything else, and this is one exception where I do use the EWG on the Lizard. I just find that you get a lot of really good hookups with it. Even if I'm pitching and flipping thick stuff like thick lily pads in Florida, anything like that, it works really good. So anyway, guys, give it a try. Try that G-Finesse Gamakatsu hybrid worm hook, various sizes in your Lizard, 6 and 8 inch. I can promise you guys will add up to a lot more, in the boat percentages on there. And when we're talking about the hooks here, it's not like I'm saying that if you use a straight shank or an EWG, you're going to lose every fish that bites you. You're still going to catch a lot of fish on them, but we're talking about over the course of a day, if you get 20 bites on a Lizard and you land, 14 of them on if you're pitching and flipping on heavy cover, you land 14 of them on a straight shank, you land 15 of them on the EWG, and you land 19 out of 20 on this particular model here, the hybrid. You obviously want to go with the highest percentage hook, which this is one I found. So anyway, guys, hope that helps you out a little bit. I think it'll add up to, higher percentage for you, and much appreciated tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and we'll tune in later, or we'll talk to y'all later. See you.